blank out, so that any care, but you never know. Nobody cares. Getting blocked by everything known to man. Yeah, nobody wants my incarnation, that's for sure. I get stopped everywhere. It's like, I'm surprised they don't remove breathing. I guess they can't do that. They can do everything else though. So yeah, so it's just, yeah, well, whatever. Like I say, delusion sells out there. Or be a new ager. There's Priscilla. There she goes. Hopefully she doesn't tear down in the background. Please don't do that. What are we doing? What jungle we have here. So, the direction where things are heading obviously is not completely clear. Yeah, the Trump worship continues, which is kind of gross, actually. But whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? It's like a VIP club. So I don't know. At least some people feel like they have power here, but you really don't. But if you want to think you do, because if they had the power, he would have won the second term last time. So. Yeah, it's like the illusion of power. But whatever. The movie continues. Yeah, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. I mean, you can take credit for it all day long. It does feel like people have had enough of the other stuff. But it's not over yet. Yeah, you have your honeymoon for a little while. And then, interesting, Putin put out a thing about, I guess the New World Order is old or something like that, or some kind of... Yeah, it's funny how, that doesn't mean that aliens are going to arrive anytime soon. Who knows? Russia is, open to that, because it has a connection to China. And you don't really go by the rules of everybody else. I don't know if Trump can stop Ukraine. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if that's... we'll see. If it does, it's a political stunt. There's something else there. But not that anybody cares about anything. It's all just an illusion. Alright, so Priscilla's here. Fritzy is taking a beauty nap. The cats are too much. It's funny, they both operate differently. They do move the timelines and everything. I've become more and more aware of it recently. Yeah, it's funny. Alright, is that what's on a con? Private sessions. And yeah, shop here. So yeah, if you're not into the mirage of reality, yeah, then you get kicked to the ground and everything else. I should know. The future is still not no, yeah, exactly. It's like I might not, yeah, it's like walking through mud, but you can see the mud at least. Like I said, people feel like they got the power here and all that. They don't. They think they do, and that's fine. I think it's good to feel that way. Just not to put fear or anything like that, but just the timeline's going to do what it's going to do. You can take, like I said, you can take credit for it all day long. We got Biden for a while, so a lot of people didn't want that, but we got it anyway. And now you got the so-called win. But is it a win? But obviously, if you're part of the political elite or whatever they call themselves, or fan club or whatever it is, their new religion that's being built there. Yeah, because more struggles are on the way. There's no doubt about it. But you get a grace period, so enjoy it while you got it. Financial energies, which is kind of interesting, that might actually increase or improve as we get tested more. So Bitcoin might blast into the stratosphere. I don't know if it's going to do that, but it might. And even stocks might improve too, but we're going to get tested out of our ass at some point. And it's not going to show itself yet. Like the housing market might balance. There might be some areas that do improve, but we're going to get tested on some level at some point. It's just, it just hasn't been fired off yet. Not yet. It's getting there. Yeah, it's just this is all too easy. It's like, come on. And the good old boy stuff that's out there is like, whatever. It feels so hollow. So, yeah, we'll see how things, it's never it's not and then I'm seeing this other stuff now. Yes, Trump has to worry about staying alive and all that. Whatever. God, man, just, what is this place? So anyway, enough of the political. Well, the political stuff's it is an important part of our timeline into the unknown, that's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, this is like the movement energies of whatever type of disclosure that's going to occur at some point. Well, think of it as a soul upgrade. Wait for those. Everyone's got a soul upgrade to some level because you're here, so you're gonna get some kind of. You evolve, even those that go backwards evolve in some ways. There's a lot of backwardness here. That's for damn sure. That's why we have alcohol. That's why we have smoking also, but definitely that's why they have alcohol, so you can descend. Because the world might be going too fast for you. So, but either way, yeah, I don't know, next year, so we got a couple, only like, what, 2 months. So next year is still, well, yeah, we're still in the calm before the storm. Maybe January might be some kind of signs of what's to come. Feels like more January. December, enjoy your holiday. It obviously gonna be political nonsense or just life stuff. Who knows? Lebanon, I feel, might have some issues. Whatever happened to Israel? They're gonna blow us the next kingdom come. Whatever happened to that? I guess it's on the table, maybe, or they just forgot about it. That was kind of a big deal. Them getting fired on, and it kind of went away. Maybe not. I haven't been keeping up with that one, but yeah, the timeline energies that we're heading into, yeah, it's like December. I mean, obviously, people aren't going to notice anything in December. It feels January. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what it is. This is still part of the change that is coming in. So, oh, yeah, that's right. I guess you guys supposed to have predictions before the new year. I forgot about that. You don't want to hear my predictions. Society's still not going to go anywhere. I mean, most aren't going anywhere. It's just, and that's normal. It's that's trendy. Self-sabotage. Check that on your list. It's not necessarily the government that's manipulating. It's also, of course, the astral plane is stronger than any government. Yeah, the main timeline, how this is all put together, is stronger than any government. You can put the government, you can do whatever you want with that. You can put in your little mind on that, but really comes into a higher, obviously frequent. Of course, they talk about the SSP. God, it's like a mental illness with that. That's like it really is. It's like traumas that some kids cannot let that go. It just cannot. It's almost like it's like a sickness. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much detail now. I can go in more into that. I'm not gonna do that. It truly is such a manipulation there. Well, those have been traumatized through that and through their own lives, and then you have these little hucksters that are manipulating. I'm not gonna go into all that. I'm already being squashed already. It's only so much mud I can, feel like dealing with. Yeah, it's, oh well. Priscilla's here. She's doing good. So funny. Co-pilot. So, yeah, the timeline that we're heading into, yeah, just a lot of challenges at some point, and you can't go to your savior for help, and you can, but obviously can't save her. I don't know, just a lot of wake-up calls, slowly. Obviously, people can only handle so much, so that's why we're not exactly getting. So why isn't like alien disclosure? Why isn't that like why aren't the ships land? Part of it is just people. I notice that people don't want to hear it, but it's people just can't handle it. They can't handle their own lives. They just can't. Most cannot do that. They just can't do it. That's why they get crybaby on Twitter all the time. They can't handle anything. It's the mental kindergarten. Big part of it is. It shows. It just keeps so. It truly is. It's like an adult. Just those that have not matured. I mean, some have not. So yeah. Yeah, they might say they did. Yeah, disclosure, it feels like it can happen at any time, but obviously we have to go through different stages to get there. Russia, I think Russia just, really bringing it up, they're not perfect. Yeah, their human rights sucks. But it's also well, I think some of that's out of Putin's hands. There's some things he can control, like blasting Ukraine for whatever, human traffic, whatever is going on there. Or just trying to take it over because it feels like it's his. It's just very simple. Just still kind of weird how that's still, anyway, make it work, right? But this doesn't mean disclosure can't occur, but like I said, we have to go through different stages to get there. And what those stages are, we're kind of in that already, but not in the type where you see the ships landing and all that, but we are building towards some kind of something at some point. But I think I mentioned this, it'll come through us, like we were, through people that are here part of the awakening, it'll work through, it's already doing it, but, like say channelers, healers, whatever, whoever. You don't have to have a presence either. You don't have to be online. Of course, in my shoes, I get trashed all the time, but, literally. One thing you get trashed and you still have numbers. I get trashed, I have no numbers. For some reason, they want me around for some bizarre reason. They want me on this planet for some reason. It's like, I question that. Why? It's like, can't you get somebody else to beat up? But anyway. What are the rewards? Not sure. None? Got the cats. Even sent a hurricane this way. Anyway. But yeah, it's this disclosure energy that we're heading. Yeah, it would just work through individuals somehow. It's already happening now, So it'll just continue its trek into a, uh, a higher power, a larger stage at some point, and then you can deal with more people, more crap from society. Which for some, that would deal with that. So I don't know. It's a build up for sure, but it has to be through us because they can't show themselves. Obviously, the aliens can't show themselves. It was our world. I guess it is. Some of us are on a visa that we can't revoke. We're stuck here. It's like a dartboard. It's like you're like a human dartboard and you just can't do anything about it. It's fun. Man. Yeah. It's like one thing is watching the movie and seeing all the challenges, but living it is a whole nother. Yeah, it's something to get excited about. I wish then you can know the outcome. So, yeah, and the new agers that are out there, the whatever that is, a perfume group, vanilla, it's like the vanilla paper. You have this nice, expensive paper. That's the new agers. It's nice pen, nice paper. Looks really nice, and that's about it. Yeah. That's because they feel more comfortable there. They can't go beyond that. Which is fine. This is not for everybody, that's for damn sure. So, alright, so agreeing in somebody, not sure if it'll do any good. I guess Palladians, for right now. Yeah. As we go into our delusional, I feel like we won, so we go through our delusional thinking. But this is all part of the plan. And this is a soul awakening at some point. It's like at work, one of co-workers had to see the true colors of someone that he knows. The boss's daughter got to see the devil talking to her. What? What the fuck? It's like, hey, look, a demon's talking to her. Literally, a freaking demon was talking to her. I wasn't there. I can already feel it. I didn't have to experience. I've experienced it in some level. I'm probably on the radar. There was a freaking demon that was blasting through her. That doesn't have to make any sense. As long as they fuck you up mentally, energetically, it's like attack you energy-wise. And then, of course, society just laughs it off like it's fake because society's dead. Well, it's not ready for anything, obviously. It's not ready for anything. It's not. Because if it was, we would have our ships in the skies and all that. Would be a different world right now. Not just looking at clouds, spaceships. You would actually have alien beings here, but society is just not. It's being directed towards it, but it's not quite there yet. You can just say, oh, there's aliens everywhere. No, it needs to be like, there they are, like ships, reptilians, whatever, insect creatures, whatever. That should be wandering around here physically. Even if it's fourth dimension, it's still a fourth dimensional physical, like appear, disappear, and all that. Maybe not this whole it's here, but you gotta have to tell your mind all this nonsense. Like, no, we have to have some kind of galactic one, or whatever it is. That's disclosure. So, and society here is just, they probably throw up in their mouth and all that. Just like somebody drop dead. I can see that. They can't handle shit. They really can't. Yeah, look at Twitter. They can't handle anything. It's like a freaking, that's a good testing point. They just cannot handle anything. But that's we're here to strengthen one's demeanor. If it feels like you're getting nowhere. Alright, so, it's funny how many feel like they're ready, but are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I doubt it. You can say all you want, but if that was the case, we would have these beings here right now. this right now. Like I said, they're here. You just flip a switch, they're here, like physically, and mystery over. Not to say we're out of the woods yet, but at least that's one step into the universe. But anyway, we'll see. So yeah, humanity is big talk. It talks a big talk, but really there's not much there. It's like the demonic realm, same thing. They talk a bunch of crap and they don't do anything. So it's like, the demonic realm is the same thing. It's like it's all this demonic shit, yada yada yada. But are you guys really all that talented? I mean, once you no. Not really. Not when you're just making things more difficult for us, where you can win, where we're not be able to see what's happening because they mess with our minds and everything. That's not smart. That's just, yeah, it's trickster energy for damn sure. It's manipulation, but it doesn't mean that they're not that smart. So, anyway. All right. Okay. All right. We're going to plated energies and. Whatever else you said there. Greens with the Palladians. You're going through an inner awakening for some of you. Others are, yes, they do cut themselves off mentally to, not that they're looking for it. Well, because disclosure is that, it's not just alien disclosure, it's also human disclosure. You are seeing yourselves more clearly, as many of you know. We're just kind of reminding you. Like you see your own, as you say, your own shit. What you're carrying around energetically. Well, it's just that you can't hide it anymore. Not that you're plastering it everywhere for everyone to see, but you're seeing more of it to release, to heal, and then others can see that you're carrying something. I don't know what it is, but they become, basically society becomes more intuitive, little by little, not fully. Well, the idea is think of like you're dumping out a lot of your stuff so you can become more telepathic, more powerful, but also to use it wisely. So, but some are more be stronger than others because others, as you can cannot handle it. So it needs somebody here to shut them down that they cannot do anything, right? Energetically. It's just like, some might feel like they might be able to regain their powers, but that doesn't mean they use them well. And the idea is to block that and break it down. Well, when they're abusing it, and they do it now, and you have other ways of abusing, you have technologies and things like that. You're doing it. Yeah, this is a hard, it's a war. It really has to do with human internal self. The challenges here. It's all your past lives, it's traumas from other incarnations, and you're just, you play the role of just, like even like the 1980s had a type of peacefulness, even like an Atlantean peaceful frequency. Well, obviously at the 89, it had to end. The party's over. It's time to go back. And it had a lot of Lemurian energies there too. Some of the cheesy music was very Lemurian. 70s, 80s was very Lemurian. Take it or leave it. It was also very Fae. Like, they have cheesy music. It's just the way it is. Nothing wrong with that. It's not for everybody, but... the music industry also currently is showing you're coming more into your own. More truth is being put out there. Doesn't mean you have to have an audience, but more truth is being put out there. And it just basically doesn't mean you have to fix everything. Like I said, it doesn't mean all your problems are for everybody to see. No, it's just that slowly you start to see it, and you decide what you want to do with it, and so on. But if you want to have more of your power come, you have to let things go. Doesn't mean it's as easy as that. It is not. But the idea is for you to all see within each other more clearly. And that's how you become more of a collective consciousness. You still have your individual self, you just connect more to each other. you're doing that through the internet, so it shows you are doing it through a physical technology, and you are doing it energetically, just not always seeing it, and it's very exhausting. Yeah, because you're dealing with those that don't want to evolve, and they do put a stop there, and they'd rather just be egotistical and so on, just exhausting. They just, yes, they might talk the talk, but then they run for high heaven the opposite direction. These aliens are scary. Yeah, some of even the aliens that look really like unfriendly looking, or some of the most friendliest beings out there. But they're so like ugly aliens, as you would call them. A lot of them are just dead. That's some of their guilt, their pain, inner pain. So they're putting it out there, but they can be the nicest beings ever. Well, you might call them ugly, but also it's beautiful too. It's like they're not afraid to hide their dark side. Let's put it that way. That's another way of looking at it. So, of course, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Like you'd rather see someone with all their issues on the outside, but they be a decent. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast to some level. It's like you might see this creature, but this creature is nice to everyone. Like an ogre. Some ogres can be nice. It depends on the situation. Because if you have this real attractive being, and yeah, it might look nice on the outside, but you feel dead inside because the person's manipulating everyone like a vampire. And just it's not as blissful. And people deal with that here. That's why so many are not too much into looks anymore, because they've already dealt with the pretty frequency, and now they'd rather just be real. Not that you have to be unattractive, but it's like sometimes it just, it's to heal the ego. There's levels behind it. There's so many different connections there. So as you go into your awakening state, you're going to see things much different. That's all we have for you. Future, what do you feel the future holds for you? So, blessings.